But for 18 years, he was the guy at KGON.
Here to induct Bob Ancheta, Steve Pringle, Iris Harrison, and Gloria Johnson.
So is this where we do this? Hey, let's hear it for the Santa Claus of music here in Portland, Terry Currier. And the Oregon Music Hall of Fame for doing what they're doing tonight, the Music in Schools program, Aaron, with the kids out here. I think we all like ice cream, sports, and music, do we not? And chocolate is our favorite. And to see the kids and to see the bands and to hear Terry talk about the old clubs, Sax and Euphoria and Satyricon tonight. And I'm just going to keep going. Pine Street Theater, Eli's. What else? Give me some more that we...
Foghorn.
Okay, Foghorns. So, yeah, let's, I guess we saved the best for last in a way, at least when it comes to my friend here. When the man asked me to step on out and induct him here tonight at the Oregon Music Hall of Fame, it was an absolute honor as well as a little bit of a surrealistic event for me. So I just want to tell you how happy I am right now, and in front of you and behind this podium, I'm sporting wood. The PA said that was okay. I can't talk about wood on the air, so. All right. I've had the special of honor of being able to have this man call me friend for the last 20 years, good friend for the last 15, and best friend for the last decade. If you've owned a radio in any of the last 40 years, you know the man's voice. His Oregon stud that we're inducting next started the love of what he does, well, senior year, right? In his parents' attic, as he made a radio station there that kind of blasted out the 5 blocks to what he wanted you to hear and what he was going to play on the station, his music, right? Get used to it. So in March of 1970, Bob landed his first paying gig at the now infamous K-Van and became one of the monomaniacs. Legendary status for plenty of people that are working there. He landed at KQIV right after that, kicked up a little dust at Portland's only quadraphonic radio station. That was pretty cool. And then he headed on over to a little station called KGON in Clackamas in 1977 and spent the next 18 years on air doing what he was born to do, that is to entertain and inform us about music. So while at KGON, he had a myriad of other things. You know what he did. He was a voice of the Portland Beavers at Civic Stadium as the stadium announcer, stage manager at the Paramount, which we could talk all night about those shows, Catch a Rising Stars, and a lot of that good stuff. So not to mention, he was also the manager of the band that was inducted tonight, the boys by the name of Sequel. Yeah. He tells me that it was a lot of work, like he said. It was counting pay and making sure the boys were all right, but also keeping Dave and Greg and the boys with enough Aquanet and bandanas was quite the job. So what Bob did too, after KGON, he went to Magic, KMJK, he went to Carr, then he went to Earth 105, but his landing at KINK 13 years ago was when the man hit 4th gear and really tore it to the pavement. Because, well, what he had did was he had made his own company, and he has been very successful in his own company with the name of Internet Jock, which pretty much is an online roster of professional voices that, well, record for other radio and television stations, any swinging Richard with a credit card, and that's what he does. Internet Jock was definitely a risk, but it was a genius risk at the same time, so I want to thank him for making an island in what we call our very own world. The guy really, it's an amazing thing to go on out and do that kind of thing, and he did it with very much success. So I want to thank him for that. One of the most influential men I've ever been with. I want to thank him for being my friend. And of course, also a major contributor for 24 years for the Waterfront Blues Fest. If you notice, yeah, please get one. Because if you notice, KGON had it while he had his blues show there. It kind of moved over to Earth 105 for some reason. And of course, KINK has it as well now. So truly one of the most influential in the blues community here. Which, speaking of which, Norman Sylvester, good seeing you tonight. What a hunk of man there. I'd like to right now also introduce a wonderful mentor in my career, as well as a good friend, and if she's not being inducted next year, there's something wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, KGON's Iris Harrison.
And I bring greetings from Gloria Johnson, who couldn't make it here tonight because of medical problems, but she wanted to give her love to BA. She worked with BA at KQIV, at KVAM, and at KGON. In fact, Gloria got to KGON before any of us, and then I followed, and then BA came along too. We were brothers and sisters in broadcasting. We got each other in and out of trouble. And when BA was when he was the stage manager for the Paramount, oh, the stories we could tell. We had the keys to the kingdom, baby. I don't think I ever saw a concert that wasn't from side stage. It was amazing. What this man could do with just an idea, and that's all, was unbelievable. For instance, I had to have my tonsils out at the age of 25. Not a good idea. I don't recommend it. But he said, you know what? I'm going to give your tonsils away on the air. I thought, who's going to want them? But he held a contest and got entries, and the winner was Jenny Jepsen, and it got us on the cover of Esquire magazine Dubious Achievement Awards for 1979. I also have to mention that, we stood up for each other, we played tricks on each other, and it was the best time ever in my life. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like if you could really just hold one moment and say, yeah, that's the best I ever was. It was absolutely when I got to Portland. And thank you, BA, for bringing me here in 1976 and hiring me at KVAM. And I got to return the favor. In fact, when that short time I was program director of KGON and hired you back. We all got the pink slip in '83, but they came to their senses. Anyway, and also, yeah, Steve was our intern. Now remember what they say about this? You gotta be nice to people on the way up. Or else, they'll be inducting you into the Oregon Music Hall of Fame. All right, take it away, Steve.
As you can see, this isn't smoke, actually. Johnny and the D's are still backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, you know it, buddy. I have got your back whenever. With Hawaii, when we were swimming around, if a shark had ever been swimming. All right, I'm not even going to use that. I've got this guy's back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's induct him into the Oregon Music Hall of Fame tonight. Bob, the Big B.A. Ancheta.
I'm not very good at speaking in front of a live audience. All these years, I'm scared shitless. I really am. Thanks to the Oregon Music Hall of Fame for this honor. It really does mean a lot to me. Thanks to my mother and father for letting me run an illegal radio station in the attic of my parents' house. My dad always thought I was going to blow up the house. I'm not kidding you. With me tonight are my beloved brothers. My brother Richard, my brother Paul, Phil, and my twin brother Ray. They're sitting right out there. They supported me all these years. And you'll love this, Iris. My brother Paul is wearing a KGON shirt tonight. I told him I went to KINK years ago. He forgot. Also, the thanks to Ruby, Joyce, Mike, and Cheryl. You guys, I love you too. My radio friends, I couldn't do it without you, Iris and Pringle. These guys here means the world to me. Gloria, Dave Scott's out here tonight. Sheila, Brad Dahlbier, Dick Sheets, who is no longer with us, but we love him. Howard Slavo, who gave me my second job at KVAN, Catherine Murphy at KVAN, who gave me my first job at Nessa, and Chris Mays, who was my program director at KINK. She doesn't even know that my twin brother did my show last week, and we sound alike. I'd also like to thank my business partner, Tom Holland, my band Sequel, Tim Gonzalez and Kevin Ansbach are here, and also for the best thing that's ever happened to me. I have two best things that ever happened to me. My wife, LaWanda, who is sitting right here in the front row. Music brought us together. Sweetheart, I love you. She's the coolest wife in the world. She even watches Operation Repo with me. Really? I'm not kidding you. My daughter, Elizabeth out here, is going to be giving me a new grandchild in March. I dragged her around from event to event, and I thank you for all those years. She even managed, I think she was 3 years old once, I took her to KGON. She shut all the power amps off once with her little fingers, and we were off the air. All right, well, my friends, all the musicians out here, all the local musicians, I try to play you on the radio if I can. I believe in local music and the Oregon Music Hall of Fame. And I will always play local music. You put out good music, I will play it on the radio, and it's blues. I followed my dream, and I definitely got to live it. Thank you very much. As they say in radio, it beats working for a living. Thank you. I want to mention one thing about Pringle here. We're both ordained ministers, so we do this on the side. He married me and my wife. I went to Hawaii and married him and his wife. And they were saying on the radio that I went to Hawaii to marry Pringle. I just want you to set it straight that I did go to marry Pringle, but not marry Pringle. Thank you, everybody. I love you.
Those are our inductees for this year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them all a big round of applause.